All right.
So good.
You like that a lot? You know what that is?
Where's your apple?
We're going to change places with you so you can see it better.
Where's your
Usually it's boys. And 159. Change places? After wants to be able to see that. Art. It's like the one inside.
Hi, everybody. Are you ready? Lishana Tova Tikatev. Lishana Tova Tikatev. Tikatev. Lishana Tova. Let's do that again. Lishana Tova Tikatev. Lishana Tova Tikatev. Shana Tova, everybody. Great to see you here, and great to know that all of you watching online are with us also. We're glad you've joined us. You know, it's a lot nicer out this week than it was for Rosh Hashanah, isn't it? Not quite as hot as it was then. Makes it really beautiful out here underneath the tent. Really, we can feel like we're really together. Let's open up our prayer book, okay? Open up that prayer book to page 2. Lishana Tova means have a good year. 10 days ago when it was so hot, were you here for that one? Like 100 degrees out here? 10 days ago was Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. Today is Yom Kippur, the Day of Forgiveness. The name of the holiday is Yom Kippur. Can you say it with me? Yom Kippur. That's today, the Day of Forgiveness. Now, to forgive someone means saying, I care about you no matter what happened in the past. That's a good definition of forgiveness. To forgive somebody is, I care about you no matter what happened in the past. Starting a new year is a good time to put the past behind us. Maybe someone said something that wasn't nice, or took something that didn't belong to them. I know maybe you've never done that, but maybe somebody else did that. When we say, I forgive you, it means that we really want things to be right again. It really all comes down to caring about one another. Caring for our parents, and for our brothers and sisters, and for our friends, and for our children too. We all feel better when we care about one another's feelings. And we sure feel better when we are together, don't we? So let's tell you what, we're going to sing about that. You've got the words in front of you on page 3. Let's do it. We belong together, bright, sunny, or dark, stormy weather. I know you're my friend and I'll see you again. We belong together. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. I feel safe and warm and protected when I see your wink and a nod. Oh, we belong together. We are birds of a feather. I'll miss you, my friend, till I see you again. What do we sing? We belong together. Shalom, salam. I wish you peace and health and joy. Namaste. I know when we're all together again, we'll raise our voices and say, oh, we belong together, now and forever. I love you, my friend, and I'll see you again. We belong together. One thing that we've always known about the human race, we're happiest and do our best in person, face to face. And when we're faced with challenges, hard times, we rise above with perseverance, brains and brawn, ingenuity and love. Oh, now you know what to do. We belong together, bright, sunny, or dark, stormy weather. I know you're my friend and I'll see you again. We belong together. Oh, we belong together. We are birds of a feather. I'll miss you, my friend, till I see you again. We belong together. Oh, we belong together. Now and forever. I love you, my friend, and I'll see you again. We belong together. Oh, we belong together. Oh, we belong together. Hi, everybody who's coming on in. We're glad you're here, and we're just getting started here. Take a prayer book if you haven't taken one. Oh, look at that. I duplicated the page numbers. Turn over to the second page, too. Is it also called page 2 in your book? Yeah, look at that. We're kind of going backwards here. Okay, so here's the part where I read and then you answer back. So if you're a reader, I want you to use the words in front of you and you read the part that is in the letters that go like this on a slant. They're called italics. Did you ever make a promise? Did you ever promise your parents that you would clean up or do your chores? Now it's your part. Promises can be hard to keep. Did you ever promise a friend something? That you would share something or take turns? Promises can bring people together, but broken promises can pull friends apart. Did you ever promise yourself something? That you would try harder or be nicer or give a little more? A promise to yourself can help you grow, but we don't always succeed at everything we think we will do. Yom Kippur is a day to think about our promises. It is a day to figure out what we did right and what we did wrong, and how to make this new year even better than last year. A day called Yom Kippur, a quiet day, a special day, a day called Yom Kippur, and this is what we do. We look inside and think about the things we've said and done. We make a new beginning, for a new year has begun. Now you sing a day. A day called Yom Kippur, a quiet day. A quiet day, a special day. A day called Yom Kippur, and this is what we do. We look inside and think about the promises we made. We tell each other we are sorry for mistakes we made. Now you know what to do. A day called Yom Kippur, a quiet day, a special day, a day called Yom Kippur, and this is what we do. Get ready to read. Doing the right thing matters. It matters to me, and it matters to those who love me. Doing the right thing makes us feel good inside. If I did something that was wrong and no one else knew, I know that I would still feel bad. Something inside of us helps us feel proud of doing the right thing. Something inside of us feels ashamed when we hurt others. That's the voice of God, which is inside each of us. God is a friend who will always tell you when you could have done better. This is the melody for Shema that we use for Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Each new year means a chance to try something new. Each new year means that I can try again, even if I didn't get it the first time. Sometimes people call it turning over a new leaf. Jews call it teshuvah, turning with all your heart. I know that I can do things this year that I've never done before, and I can't wait to try. On page 4, the real page 4, there's a song about doing the right thing. Mitzvah, goreret mitzvah. Avera, goreret avera. Mitzvah, goreret mitzvah. Goreret mitzvah. Ya la la la. Do you feel that beat? Kind of get that beat inside you, right? You try saying it with me. It doesn't have a lot of words. Mitzvah, goreret mitzvah, which means one good deed leads to another. Here, try. Mitzvah, goreret mitzvah. Avera, goreret avera. I like the stamping. Mitzvah, goreret mitzvah. Goreret mitzvah. Ya la 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 la. Lehiot. Lehiot tzadik. Zetov. 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 Lehiot tzadik. Zetov ve'od. Mitzvah, goreret mitzvah. Avera, goreret avera. Mitzvah, goreret mitzvah. Goreret mitzvah. Ya la 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 la. Let's do it again. Lehiot tzadik. Lehiot tzadik. Zetov. Lehiot tzadik. Zetov ve'od. Mitzvah, goreret mitzvah. Avera, goreret avera. Mitzvah, goreret mitzvah. Goreret mitzvah. Ya la 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 la. Goreret mitzvah. Ya la 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 la. Goreret mitzvah. Ya la 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 la. Everybody's got some good in them, and everyone makes mistakes. The hardest things to fix aren't things. They are feelings that were hurt. There were times when we didn't treat others as we should have. Fixing these things means saying, I am sorry, and telling others that I know I can do better. Here's the prayer for saying, I am sorry. It's called al-chet. Now, I'm going to say it first, the Hebrew phrase, and then I'm going to say one line of apology. I am sorry. And you get to repeat it back. So even if you don't read, if you listen to the words, you could repeat the words back. Al chet shechatanu. You could say that with me. Al chet shechatanu. For saying mean words, we are sorry. For saying mean words, we are sorry. Together. Al chet shechatanu. For hitting instead of using words, we are sorry. for hitting instead of using the words, we are sorry. Al hate shechatanu, for not sharing what is ours, we are sorry. For not sharing what is ours, we are sorry. Al hate shechatanu, for not listening to parents and teachers, we are sorry. For not listening to parents and teachers, we are sorry. Al hate shechatanu, for not telling the truth, we are sorry. For not telling the truth, we are sorry. Al hate shechatanu, for making bad choices, we are sorry. For making bad choices, we are sorry. Let's read together. For all these things, forgive us, God. Help us to do better. This is the day we say we're sorry for all the things we've done that we could do better. This is the day we make a promise to be the best that we can be. As we grow older, we come to see we can't be perfect, but we can be the best that we can be. Try it with me. This is the day. This is the day we say we're sorry for all the things, for all the things we've done that we could do better. This is the day. This is the day we make a promise to be the best that we can be. Let's sing that middle part now. As we grow older, as we grow older, we come to see we can't be perfect, but we can be the best that we can be. Here we go. This is the day we say we're sorry for all the things we've done that we could do better. This is the day we make a promise to be the best that we can be. To be the best that we can be. Let's turn the page over. Going over to page 6. We call God Avinu, our parent. Together, no matter what we do, we know that God always cares about us. We call God Malkeinu, our ruler. Like a good king or queen, God reminds us to live good lives. God, you are a voice inside of us, telling us that we are loved, reminding us to do the right thing. Now, we did this on Rosh Hashanah, so you may remember. Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Choneinu Baneinu, Kippur Masi. Well, it would not be a family service without a story. So, are you ready for a story? Here it comes. You won't need those prayer books for the story, okay? I'll let you know that. This is a story called the eagle who thought she was a chicken. Now, you know, eagles are majestic birds. They have huge wingspans and can see for miles and miles. They're beautiful to watch fly. It's their dignity and grace that led the founding fathers to make the bald eagle our national bird. This story is about one eagle. You see, there was a mother eagle who was so proud of the 2 eggs that lay in her nest. Even before they hatched, she already loved them. When the egg on the right hatched and her first baby peeped its first peep, she quickly rushed off to bring this one food to eat. Only moments after she flew off, though, the little egg on the left began to jump and bump, and the left egg was hatching. The egg jumped again and began to roll out of the nest. It fell through the air. Perhaps this was the end. But no, a farmer was driving back from town and happened to be driving right under the tree at the moment the egg fell out of the nest. It landed safely and softly in the hay in the back of the farmer's truck, and off it traveled, completely unaware of what was happening, all the way to the farm. This story is about that little egg on the left. At the farm, the farmer asked his young son to help unload the bales of hay. The boy saw the egg, picked it up to examine it. He could feel it moving. He could hear it pecking. He quickly brought it over to the chicken coop, hoping these birds would know what to do. The egg hatched, and the bird that emerged was certainly the weirdest looking chicken the boy had ever seen. This chicken was the weirdest looking chicken the chickens had ever seen. No one knew what to do with this strange creature, so they raised the egg on the left just as any other chicken, and they named her Esty. Now, Esty did her best to fit in, which was hard as she didn't look like all her friends. She learned to peck the ground, to make quiet clucking sounds, to bob her head when she walked. But none of this came naturally to her. From time to time she would look up and dream of flying, dream of adventure. But chickens don't fly. And the life of a chicken is very predictable, right? I think so.
No.
One day, she heard a rooster crowing, and she thought, maybe I could do that too. That seems special. And she opened her mouth to crow as loud as she could, and what came out was a deafening screech. Everyone ran from her. They were scared. Esty learned that the best way for her to fit in was to keep her head down, keep her feet on the ground, keep her voice as small as possible. Now, as Esty grew, so did her brother, the egg on the right. Remember him? He learned from his mother how to fly, how to soar, how to distinguish things on the ground from miles up in the air. He soon learned to fly fast and gracefully and to be able to spot prey from tremendous distances. And what he loved most about being an eagle was exploring. And so he would often go out for hours at a time to take in the beauty of the world. And it was on a flight like this that he happened to look down and see the strangest thing. There on a small farm, he saw chickens eating grain, and amongst them, he thought he saw an eagle. He swooped down to get a better look. What kind of strangeness is this, he thought. This is surely an eagle, and yet she walks with her head down, never looking up. She eats grain. How disgusting! Excuse me, he said to Esty, having no idea he was talking to his sister. What are you doing here? Esty, in the smallest of voices, said, I'm eating grain. I'm bobbing my head. I'm clucking to myself. What else would a chicken do? A chicken, replied her brother in alarm. You're not a chicken. You're an eagle. You were meant to fly, to soar. This is fine for chickens, but you were not meant to eat grain from a farmer. You're supposed to hunt. You're not meant to speak softly and cluck. Your call is supposed to echo across the mountaintops. Can't you see who you are? But she couldn't. She couldn't imagine that she was as special as the stranger thinks she was, she ignored him, went back to her coop to be alone. The eagle flew home, and he told his mother of this eagle who seemed to think she was a chicken. Esty fell asleep in the coop and had a dream. The words of the stranger must have made an impression, because that night she dreamt that she was soaring through the sky, diving from great heights and spreading her wings wide with her head held high. When she awoke in the morning, she tried to forget her dream. She went outside amongst her fellow chickens, began to bob her head and walk and eat grain from the ground. How's my chicken? And then she saw two large shadows. She looked up to find the stranger from yesterday with another beautiful bird. She didn't know she was looking at her mother. They came and landed beside her. "Please leave me alone," asked Esty. Her mother studied her. "Have you always been a chicken?" she asked. "Yes." "Have you ever done anything out of the ordinary?" "Well," Esty was embarrassed, but reluctantly she admitted, "My voice is very screechy. It's very embarrassing. And I'm too big. I feel out of place." "What if I told you," said her mother, "that those parts of you that you find embarrassing are the most beautiful parts of you? They make you who you are." "Oh, well, I wouldn't believe you." Her mother said, "If only you could see yourself through our eyes, you would see how special you are." Esty wasn't sure. "I'm not special, not like you guys. I'm just a chicken. Please leave me alone."
No.
"We will, if you just do this one thing with us." "What is it?" "Fly." Esty was baffled. "I can't fly. Chickens can't fly." And they replied, "Well, then you won't get off the ground, and we'll leave you alone." And so Esty agreed. "Spread your wings," they instructed her, and she spread her wings. And it felt so good, so natural. "Stretch your neck," they said. Esty raised her head and stood proudly. "Look up." She took her eyes off the ground and looked to the sky. Oh, she wanted more than anything to be up there. "Now, flap your wings." And she did. And Esty found her feet leaving the ground, found herself rising higher and higher, and she was scared, but she was also happy. Her dream was coming true. She had never been a chicken. The chickens were wonderful, and she loved them dearly, but she had tried to change herself to fit in, and had felt bad about who she was. But now as she soared higher and higher and looked down on the farm that was now a speck on the ground, and saw beautiful flowers in the valley and the snowy whiteness of the mountaintops, now that she wasn't trying to deny any part of herself, she felt free. She felt whole. And for the first time, she felt like herself. Well, I hope all of you feel like yourself, and you are the true you also. Do we have, let's see, Alice and Martha, do you want to share any announcements before we conclude our service? Anything that you want to tell us about upcoming events? Come on up.
Hello, I am Allison Friedman. So we have an upcoming park playdate that we are planning for the evening of October 9th as a Havdalah event. We're planning a park playdate for October 9th as a Havdalah event. Details will be coming out about that. Anything else that we...
Your Sunday morning,
We did that
You
last
did that, that was last
Yeah.
Sunday, okay. All right.
So we would also like to have more of the events that we had this past Sunday, where we had crafts during religious school. So be on the lookout for more of those. We are hoping to do more of that since we had a pretty good turnout. And if there's anything else that you guys would like to see for the age groups of your children, let us know, and we will work on getting some events on calendar.
Wonderful. Thanks, Allison. This is Allison and Martha are the co-chair. Allison and Martha are the co-chairs of the Early Childhood Committee, and I know that they would love your help being a committee member as well. The more, the better. The more that we can accomplish. Turn over to page 7. Sukkot. Sukkot is Monday night. Monday night here outside. This will be transformed into a sukkah. We will be building a sukkah on Sunday morning, and this space will be magically be transformed into a sukkah. Parents, we could use help with building the sukkah on Sunday at 8 a.m. But it's an adult activity. I got to tell you that. And decorating at 10:30. Thank you. Okay, page 7. Page 7. We began the new year with the sound of the shofar. Are you ready? It's coming. It's coming soon. Here we go. Now we end this holy day with one more call of the shofar. Together, God, we stand before you with hopes and with dreams. Fill our lives with blessings and with love. May the new year be a time of kindness and caring for one another. May we always hear you calling us, just as we call to you now. Remind us to live good lives, to keep the promises we make, and to say we are sorry for our mistakes. Then we will live every day proud of who we are. Thank you, God, for giving us this new year to be an even better person. Now, at the end of Yom Kippur, you finish the final service of Yom Kippur with just one single shofar call, the Tekiah Gedolah. Sharon, where are you? There. He was hiding. Sharon, are you ready, Sharon?
In a second. Yep.
Here it comes. Tekiah Gedolah.
Oh, let's try that again.
Oh, that was like just like Esty.
I know. Let's try that one again.
Okay. Tekiah Gedolah. Lishana Tova Tikatevu, Lishana Tova Tikatevu, Tikatevu, Lishana Tova. Shana Tova, everybody. Those are parents who are fasting an easy fast. And would you be kind enough to the prayer books? We'll have a couple of people collect prayer books. Thanks very much.